What's up, diecast fans? Today we're diving deep into a true grail piece from Hot Wheels, the 2025 Redline Club Porsche 959 in the iconic Golf livery. This one's got it all: speed, style, history, scarcity, and that oh so sweet RLC attention to detail. Buckle up because we're going full throttle into this collector car greatness. Let's start where it all began, the real-life Porsche 959, a supercar from the 80s that didn't just rewrite the rulebook, it torched it. First unveiled as a Group B rally concept and later turned into a road-going beast, this thing was pushing boundaries left and right. Twin turbocharged flat 6 engine, 444 horsepower, all-wheel drive in the 80. It was one of the fastest production cars of its time, clocking top speeds of over 195 miles per hour. Porsche only made around 337 units, and every single one was a high-tech marvel. The 959 wasn't just fast, it was smart. It had adjustable suspension, cutting-edge aerodynamics, and a computer-controlled AWD all-wheel drive system that would influence future 911s for decades. It was luxury, racing, and technology all rolled into one. It was the blueprint for modern supercars. Now, into this Hot Wheels version, the casting has a history too. First, released in the mid-2000s, the Porsche 959 has appeared a handful of times, but very few releases captured its real essence like this 2025 RLC Golf Edition. This release marks a serious upgrade. It has a metal base, that beautiful orange paint that we've all known to love, and that sky baby blue color associated with all the Golf liveries. If you're a Porsche fan, a Golf livery junkie, or just an RLC fiend, this piece hits all three sweet spots. And let's talk a little bit more about that livery. That light blue and orange Golf racing color scheme, instantly iconic. It all dates all the way back to the golden era of endurance racing. Most famously, the Porsche 917K that dominated Le Mans. Golf Oil and Porsche became a match made in motorsport heaven, and that legacy lives on today, not just in racing, but in pop culture, design, and of course, diecast. This 959 in Golf colors is more than a pretty face. It's a tribute to motorsport heritage. That Golf logo on the hood, it's basically a badge of honor. It screams pedigree. And the way that Hot Wheels nailed the placement of all of the stickers and detailing here is an absolute chef's kiss. Looking at that soft baby blue paint contrasted against that bright energetic orange is absolutely to die for. The number decals on there are just crisp, clean, and they absolutely pop. And you gotta talk about those Real Rider wheels. Just beautiful, shiny, and extremely metallic looking. It adds heft, shine, and realism to the car. As you've noticed, it's got fully detailed front and rear lights along with that Porsche symbol just looking so perfectly crisp. The badging is tiny but clear. Even the license plate details are sharp. Checking on the inside of the car, you find yourself two amazing swooped in bucket seats that are orange to match fire in this car. You've got mostly contrasted black interior on the inside as well, which is nice. It's not overdone. It has just enough to tell a story. If you've got one of these bad boys in its original RLC packaging, you'll note that the box is very sharp. It's got the Golf branding front and center, and of course makes an outstanding display piece whether it's in the clear casing or outside on its own. This one definitely looks good either way. Now this is where it gets a little spicy. Redline Club exclusives don't come easy. You've got to be a member, hit the drop, and pray to the diecast gods the site doesn't crash. This particular 959 sold out fast, and it's already climbing on the secondary market. Some listings have seen it go for between $40, and there have been some that have gone all the way past $100. Mark my words here though, long-term wise, this is going to become a triple-digit piece of a monster easily, especially in mint condition. The Porsche name, the Golf livery, the RLC exclusivity, that's what we call a triple threat. There have been other 959s in the Hot Wheels world, mainlines, premiums, and even Matchbox has had a go. But nothing touches this in terms of execution. Even for the older premium versions, it didn't quite hit the Golf aesthetic like this one. If you're into variations or Porsche evolution in diecast, this one sits high on the shelf both figuratively and literally. Just taking a look at this will show you how much Hot Wheels nailed it in terms of shape, stance, and feel. It's not just a miniature, it's a shrink-ray Porsche. You can almost imagine sliding behind the wheel, shifting gears, and hearing those turbos spool. Now let's talk a little more about the legacy of the Porsche 959 itself, and why it was such a groundbreaking machine, even in real-life history, not just as a collectible casting. Back in the 1980s, the original 959 was considered one of the most advanced sports cars of its era. It was developed again as a Group B rally monster that was so ahead of its time, it practically wrote the blueprint for modern performance tech. We're talking twin turbocharged flat 6-engine, lightweight Kevlar and aluminum construction, and Porsche's very first use of an all-wheel drive system that would later influence the 911 Carrera 4 models. Simply put, it was ridiculous for its time, in the best possible way. So when Hot Wheels decided to bring this beauty into the RLC lineup, especially with that Golf livery, oh man, they knew exactly what they were doing. This is not just a toy, it's an absolute tribute, a tribute to one of the most influential supercars in the automotive history, wrapped in one of the most iconic motorsport liveries of all time. Now, something I've always appreciated about these RLC releases is that you can tell the designers love cars, like truly love cars, and it shows in the way the hood lines match the real vehicle. The spoiler placement is accurate, and the paint, it's not overly bright or neon, but rather a throwback race tone that you can expect from a historic livery. Now here's something fun to think about. If yours happens to be loose and well played with, maybe it's got a chip or two, or maybe your kid took it for a spin across the floor, don't stress it. In fact, that's part of the charm. These cars weren't just made to be preserved like museum artifact, they were also meant to be enjoyed. So whether yours is mint or in the blister pack, it still holds value, not just monetary, but sentimental. Now, if you enjoyed this deep dive, drop a comment and let me know your thoughts on the Golf 959. Did you happen to cop one, or are you still hunting? Hit that like button if you're loving RLC heat, and subscribe so you don't miss the next drop. We've got much more rare rides and collector gold on the way. Appreciate you tuning in. Until next time, and stay driven.